All right, dear children, welcome back to the class. We're looking at the chapter called circles. All right, so this 10th standard circles chapter. In ninth also you learned a little bit about these circles. Now this is a second video of circles. In the first video we learned some things there and we just revise them and we'll go to this video. Now in circle we learned about this circle. Circle means it is a locus of points or a group of points equidistant from a fixed point is called circle, and this fixed point whatever it is there, no, it is called a center of circle. OA, OB and OC are called radii, and circumference and area of the circle formula I have written here. Then after that I gave you 3 points. One is inside, that is interior of circle. Next, three is out exterior of circle, and two is on circumference of the circle. Then after that we discussed about tangent. Tangent means mm, it is a line which touches the circle at one point, and whatever this point P is there, this is called point of contact, and this point Q is also known as point of contact. And how many tangents we can draw to a circle, how many tangents we can draw to a circle from external point, okay, all those things, and the meaning of secant, okay, and how many secants can be drawn from a point inside the circle, outside the circle, all those things we have discussed or not, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So I discussed all those things. Now I want to make one statement here. That statement is like this. The statement, this is one theorem also. There is one theorem, okay? Okay, that theorem says radius is always perpendicular to, write down this. Radius is always perpendicular to, tangent, always perpendicular to tangent at point of contact, okay, at point of contact. What they're trying to say here, radius is always perpendicular to tangent at point of contact. Let us try to understand this. Now this is like this is a circle, and here is the center. Let me name this as center as O, and here is the tangent, right? This is the tangent, okay. Let me name this tangent here. Now this is like P A B or PAQ, whatever you want to name, you can name it. Now PAQ is a tangent or not? Tell me first of all. Yes or no? This PAQ is a tangent or not, dear children? So whatever PAQ is there, that is a tangent or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Yes, because it is touching the circle at one point. That's why it is a tangent. What they are saying, whatever this radius is there, no, radius means it must come from center only. That radius is perpendicular to the tangent. Where? At point of contact. It is perpendicular to the tangent at point of contact. That means they are saying this OA angle, whatever it is there, it is 90 degree. That is like OAQ or OAP. It looks 90 degree. Not only this, they are saying this also. That means, for example, any circle is there, okay, and here is the center. For example, I have got any tangent like this. Any tangent. This is also tangent, no? I can name it as XAY. XAY. Now what they're saying like radius to the tangent at the point of contact. Now this OAX is also 90 degree, OAY is also 90 degree. That's what they're saying. Do they look like 90 degree to you, dear children, OAX and OAY?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so 90, they look like 90 degree, but you have to prove it, okay? This theorem is there, no? This theorem can be asked for 2 marks. Prove that radius is always perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. Prove it, they may ask you. So how to prove it, I'll explain you. Please draw this diagram. No need of this diagram. Just to explain the things I have given this diagram, draw this much, more than enough. Then I will carry forward with the theorem. Clear, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Now look at this. Now there are 2 lines, for example. There is one line here and there is one more line here. What is the distance between them, dear children? I mean, distance between them, how do we measure? Okay, I mean, can I measure the distance like this? This is also distance between these lines or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Tell me,
Yes,
this is also distance. Now can I measure the distance like this also? Yes or no? This is also possible, no? So this both is, now can you look at this? For example, this AB is there and CD is there. Which one is more? CD is more, no? And ABCD
Yes,
is
sir.
more length, no? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now Now, if you consider, let me remove them. Otherwise, let me extend the line itself so that I can show you. Now, this line, for example, these lines are extended like this. Now, if you take this point and if you take this point and you find out this distance, now don't you think that this is a minimum distance?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
from this point, if you're not going parallelly to this point, now if you just shift above, whatever this dotted line is there, now that dotted line is more than this distance. And this dotted line is also more than this distance. If you keep on going like this dotted line distance will increase or not?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no? Are you getting my point? So this dotted line distance will keep on increasing. So whatever this solid line is there now, so this is perpendicular. Look at this with this line, how much angle it is making? 90 degree. So perpendicular. And don't you think this is like XY is the shortest distance, dear children? Don't you think that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So whatever shortest distance is there, no, that shortest distance should be perpendicular or not? Or perpendicular distance itself is shortest distance. I can say it in two ways, no? Whatever shortest distance is there, it should be perpendicular, or whatever perpendicular distance is there, that should be shortest. Can I say like that?
Yes, sir.
So I think everybody got it what I'm trying to say. Okay, so let me go back and let me prove this. Let me clear this also because this is also not needed. Now look at this diagram. Now if you want to see any line other than this is for example A is this is there. Now if you want to take any line like OB here. Now don't you think OB is greater than OA?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no? Because it is outside the circle. If you want to take any point here other than A, if you want to take any point, all distances will be more than OA or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So that means OA is the shortest distance. Can I say OA is the shortest distance?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir. Yes,
OA
sir.
is the shortest distance means it should be perpendicular to PAB, no? It should be perpendicular to this tangent, no? This should be 90 degree, no? Yes? So this is how we prove it. Clear, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
now how we do it? Actually, we do it like what is the tangent here? We write everything here. Okay, what is the tangent, dear children? The tangent is PAB, right? PAB is tangent. No, this is a proof I am doing. Okay, PAB is the tangent. And what is point A? Whatever A is there, no, that is called as point of contact. No, A is called as point of contact or not? Yes or no? And O
Sure.
is called center of circle. No. O is center of circle. All given data you have tried. O is center of circle. Now, what you are supposed to prove? You are supposed to prove. Okay, you are supposed to prove. What you are supposed to prove? You are supposed to prove that PA is perpendicular to, or you have to just say, you have to just find out. You have to prove that angle PA, no, angle not angle PA, angle OA, OAP or OAQ is equal to 90 degree. That's what you need to prove, right? Yes or no,
Yes,
dear
sir.
children? Tell me. Is that's what you're supposed to prove, right? That OAP is equal to 90 degree you're supposed to prove, no? Just look at this diagram once again. So this is like PAB is a tangent, A is the point of contact, O is the center of circle, and you have to prove OAP, angle OAP is equal to 90 degree, or angle OAQ is equal to 90 degree. Both are same things, no? OAP and OAQ. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
that's
sir.
what you are supposed to prove. So you just, proof you have to prove this. Now, how will you take this? Take a point B. Take a point B. Okay. We find that OB is greater than OA. ಹೌದಾ ಇಲ್ಲ? OA is greater than OB ಆಗ್ತದ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ? Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Tell me. Take a point B, we find that OB is greater than OA. Now for any point other than A, what I write here? For any other point, for any other point other than A, we get more distance. We get more distance. Therefore, OA is the shortest distance. No, Can I say therefore OA is the shortest distance? Can I say like this?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So if OA is the shortest distance means, can I say that OA is perpendicular to PAB? Because shortest distance is perpendicular, you know that. Yes or no? Therefore, angle OAP or OAQ is equal to 90 degree, hence proved. Over. It is 2-mark question. 2-mark theorem it is, they may ask you. And you are supposed to write this much dialogue to prove this. Clear, dear children?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I hope it is clear to everyone. Okay, so everybody understood this. Please write it down, those who haven't written. Okay, this is a circle, this is a center, PAB is a tangent, A is the point of contact, and O is the center of the circle. Everything I have written to prove OAP equal to 90 degree, or you can write OAP is equal to OAQ is equal to 90 degree also you can write. And after that, take a point B, okay, and we find that OB is greater than OA. Yes or no? Because every point, because tangent means it will be touching the circle at one point only. Now, any point other than A means it should come outside the circle only, no? It should come not on the perimeter of the circle. Every point will be coming outside the circle only, no? So that means outside the circle means this distance will be less than this OA only, no? Yeah? Tell me, dear children.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so take a point B, we find that OB is greater than OA. So for any other point other than A, we get more distance. Therefore, OA is the shortest distance. OA is perpendicular to PAB. Therefore, OAP is equal to 90 degree. Understood? Hence proved. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Now, is it okay? Now, can you prove this theorem, dear children, if it is asked in the exam?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So I think you should be able to do it. Shall I give you one problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now they are saying like, for example, the question is like this. Okay, write down this diagram. There is a circle. There is a circle like this. Now here is the center O. Okay. Now there is one external point here. The point is like P. Okay. From this point P, some tangents have been drawn. One tangent is like this. This is like point A. Point A is a point of contact. And afterwards, I have something like here. This is also one tangent. Here is B. And they have joined this OA and OB. Okay. Now, I mean, everything you understand, no? So PA is a tangent and PB is also tangent. OA is radius, OB is radius. You know that. Now they have mentioned this is like 110 degree. They have mentioned AOB is 110 degree. Now they are asking angle APB is equal to question mark. Angle APB equal to question mark, and they have given 4 options. Only MCQ is there means directly you can write the answer. If solution is there means you must solve this. Tell me what may be the correct answer. Yes, anyone, please.
70 degrees, sir.
Yes, right. 70 degrees is the right option. Yes, it is correct. 70 degrees is correct. Yeah, all right. Thank you. Good, Priyanka. Why it is 70 degree? Look at this. Now, don't you think that AOBP is a quadrilateral? AOBPA, like that, is it a quadrilateral or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? It is a quadrilateral, no? So, sum of all the angles should be 360 degree or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, how about this? This is like 180 degree. I mean, sorry, this is 90 degree, no? Because OA is perpendicular to PA, because radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. And here also radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. So both are 90 degree. 90 and 90 means 180 degree. Now these two are 180 degree means together these have to be 180 degree or not? This and this.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
if they have to be 180 degree means if it is 110, because these are 180 means these are also 180 means it becomes 360. So that's why 110 means another is 70 degree. Clear? Clear, no?
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So directly in MCQs you can do that, but if you want to do it in, what is this? If you want to do it in exam in descriptive, what you are supposed to do? You are supposed to write angle A is equal to angle B is equal to 90 degree, right? Simply write angle A equal to angle B equal to 90 degree and give the reason here. What reason you will say? You will say radius is perpendicular to tangent. Radius is perpendicular to tangent at point of contact. Tangent at point of contact. Correct, no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then after that, what you can say? You can say that angle A plus angle O plus angle B plus. Then afterwards, what you can say? Angle APB. Angle APB is equal to 360 degree. Can you say like this? Just I am telling you, if it is asked you, they are asking you to solve, means how you are supposed to solve. If option is there, directly we can say and get 1 mark. If it is asked for 2 marks, you have to say angle A equal to angle B equal to 90 degree and give the reason. And angle O is already given to you, that is 110 degree. So you can just do that. Then angle APB, A plus B plus O plus APB equal to 360 degree. Then afterwards, A is 90 degree and B is O is 110 degree. B is again 90 degree. Plus again angle APB we don't know, and that is equal to 360 degree. So it becomes what it becomes 110 plus 90 is 200. 290 it becomes, no, 290 degree plus angle APB is equal to 360 degree. And next you can do it. So what is that? APB is equal to 360 degree minus 290 degree. So does it become 70 degree? Yeah. Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is like, if at all they're asking for description, I mean a descriptive answer, if they're asking, you're supposed to write like this so that they can check the answer like this for everything and they give you 2 marks. If MCQ is there, directly you can do it. Okay, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Shall I go to next question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so take the next question, all of you. A tangent of length 5 centimeter or 4 centimeter. A tangent of length 4 centimeter is drawn to a circle from an external point at a distance of 5 centimeter from center of circle. Please get the wordings. Okay, these kind of problems are there in the textbook. Find radius of the circle. Do this question, all of you. Try to put it in the form of a diagram so that you understand it. A tangent of length 4 centimeter. That means length of the tangent is 4 centimeter. It is drawn to a circle from an external point at a distance of 5 centimeter from center of circle. From center of the circle, that point is at a distance of 5 centimeter. Now they are asking us to find radius of the circle. Yeah. Everybody wrote the question?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So how to put it? A tangent of length 4 centimeter is drawn to a circle. That means there is a circle, that is for sure. Okay. Circle means it must be having a center. Let me name the center as O. A tangent of length 4 centimeter is drawn to a circle from an external point at a distance of 5 centimeter from the center. That means from center, it is at 5 centimeter. There is a point like this P here. And how much distance this point is? 5 centimeter from center of the circle. From that, one tangent is drawn like this. Okay, let me name this tangent as PA. So what is the length of this tangent? 4 centimeter. Correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So this is what given, no? A tangent of length 4 centimeter is drawn from a point at a distance of 5 centimeter from center of the circle. This is what given, no? And they are asking about this radius, no? This OA is equal to question mark, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
This is what they are asking, no, dear children? I hope everybody got it. Don't you think this is 90 degree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Because radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. Okay, you write everything. What you write? OP is equal to 5 centimeter, you write. And AP is equal to what you write? 4 centimeter, you write. Then angle A is equal to 90 degree. Because OA is perpendicular to PA. You write this much. This is more than enough now. OA is perpendicular to PA. Now they will understand that radius is perpendicular to tangent at point of contact. Now OAP is a right triangle, no?
Yes, sir.
OAP is a right triangle. OAP is a right triangle it is now. So if it is a right triangle means what is the hypotenuse? OP is the hypotenuse, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So OAP is a right triangle by using Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem. Very simple question. This is like for 1 mark and 2 mark they will ask you. These are like these are the only questions available. There are so many other things. We'll keep on discussing them. That is like, can I say OP square? OP square is equal to, tell me, OA square plus PA square? OA square plus PA square. Can I say like that? OP square is equal to OA square plus PA square because it's a hypotenuse. OP is a hypotenuse. OP square is equal to OA square plus PA square. So OP square means it becomes 5 square. OA square means that is a radius. No, you can write it as R square also. No issue. OA means radius only. Everybody knows that. Okay. R square plus PA means what? 4 square it is there. Now do it as 25 and that is equal to R square plus 16. And R square is equal to what it becomes? It becomes 25 minus 16. And R square is equal to 25 minus 16 means 9. And R is equal to square root of 9. Square root of 9 means what? 3, right? Actually plus or minus 3. But the radius cannot be minus, no? So that's why we directly take it as 3 centimeter. So radius is 3 centimeter. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Was it easy?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
such kind of problems will be there. Try them. These kind of problems are there in first exercise as well as second exercise. You keep on trying them so that you can get them. Okay, dear children?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. I think everybody got this problem. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So let me get on to the textbook also a little bit. What is there in the exercise? See them. Okay. Is the screen visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Now I think already we have done them, but still have a look at them. Okay. How many tangents can a circle have?
Infinite.
Infinite.
Okay. Now do this. A tangent to a circle intersect it in 1 point. No.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. A line intersecting a circle in 2 points is called secant. No.
Secant.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you would know this. A circle can have dash parallel tangents at the most. This is look at this.
2, sir.
No, if you say 2, you may become wrong. What is this? A circle can have dash parallel tangents at the most, they are saying. Why 2? I mean, parallel, look at this. I mean, dash parallel tangent means now these are parallel tangents or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? I mean, 2 is also right answer in that matter. Now, I mean, if you remove them, Now these are also parallel or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, these are also parallel. Now how about these? These are also parallel or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I mean, like this, if you draw, these are also parallel, no? I mean, maybe these are also parallel. Now, like that, how many parallel tangents it can have? It can have so many, right?
Yes, infinite, sir.
Infinite.
So actually, like that, they can have many parallel tangents, but together they can have only two parallel tangents. That is also true. But look at the answer what they have given at the last. But don't rely on that. A circle can have. I mean, at the same time, they can have two parallel tangents at the most. Okay, together there cannot be any other. I mean, for example, if I drawn one tangent like this, now if I've drawn another tangent like this, now can I draw any other parallel tangent to this two lines? To these two lines, can I draw any other tangent which is parallel? No, right?
No, sir.
Are you getting my point? So in that case, it becomes two. Otherwise, here also parallel tangents, and here also these are also parallel. No, this is not touching. Don't say that. Okay. Now this is also parallel tangent. Okay. These are also parallel tangents. Now there can be something else like this, and now these are also parallel tangents. Okay. So like that, we can have many parallel tangents, but together we can have only two parallel tangents. Understood, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Look at the answer at the back also. Just confirm it afterwards. Now, the common point of tangent to the circle, common point of tangent to a circle, and the circle is called point of contact. No, answer for this is point of contact, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So here is point of contact. So you can write that point of contact. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, after this third question and fourth question are there, you can do them. Okay, dear children.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just try to do them. If you did not get, I'm always there. And let me give you one more question. One more question to you. I mean, let me explain you that. For example, there is a circle like this. Okay, and here is the center. What is this? If I draw, if I write like AOB, don't. I mean, do you think like AOB is a diameter?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
AOB is a diameter. Now, for this AOB, at this point, no, if I draw one tangent like this, at this point A, if I'm drawing one tangent is drawn, and one more tangent is drawn at point B. Don't you think that these tangents are parallel to each other?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so let me name this tangent as L, this one as M. One line can be, I mean, considered like that. Can I say L is parallel to M or not?
Yes, sir.
Tell me. So that is like, if you want, you can prove this also, no issues. Proof is also there for this. Okay. So what I want to say is that tangents drawn at ends of diameter, tangents drawn at ends of diameter are parallel to each other. Look at this statement. Write it down, all of you. What is this statement? They'll ask you for the proof for 2 marks. This question also they will ask. Prove that tangents drawn at ends of diameter are parallel to each other. They will ask you like that. Just to look, these are parallel. We know that. But we have to prove it. No, mathematically we have to show it. No, just by seeing we cannot say they are parallel to each other. Okay, but this is a statement. They will be parallel. If it comes in MCQ, if tangents are drawn to the ends of diameter are parallel, intersecting, not parallel, none of the above, then you have to take parallel. That's why I have told you. I will prove this also. Did you understand this statement, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tangents drawn. This is one tangent. This is another tangent. Tangent drawn at ends of diameter are parallel to each other. Shall we prove this?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Now
sir.
look at the proof. Look at the proof. Okay. How is the proof? I mean, for that you are supposed to draw the diagram. Only once I am drawing the diagram. Now, can I say that? This angle, for example, this angle A is 90 degree. Can I say this OAL is 90 degree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why it is 90 degree?
Perpendicular.
Yes, because radius is
Perpendicular.
perpendicular to the tangent at point of contact. Now, don't you think this angle B is also 90 degree?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So now, why? Because it is also radius is perpendicular to tangent at the point of contact. Now, what about this A and B? Don't you think that they are alternate interior angles?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes or no? I mean, try to reverse and see this. This is one line. These are two lines. Whether we don't know whether
Yes.
they are parallel or not. Okay, then afterwards, this is a transversal. AB is the transversal. It may go dotted like this also. Okay, otherwise we can leave that also. No issues at all. So after that, this angle is 90 degree and this also 90 because radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. If alternate interior angles are equal, means the lines L and M should be parallel or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct or not? Okay, so I hope you got it. So just to make things comfortable, just name them as X and Y. Okay, so LX and MY, as we want, we can name. Okay, so we are going to say that angle OAL is equal to angle OBY is equal to 90 degree. Can I say angle OAL is equal to angle OBY is equal to 90 degree? OAL and OBY both are 90 degree. Can I say or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Why? Why? Give the reason. Because radius is perpendicular to tangent. Radius is perpendicular to tangent at a point of contact. Because 2 mark question it is, no. So that's why you have to just consider this. Radius is perpendicular to tangent at point of contact. Okay. Then you have to consider that AB as a transversal, no? AB as the transversal. Okay. AB, whatever it is there, it is a transversal. Okay. Then by considering that AB as a transversal, you have to say angle OAL and angle OBY are alternate interior angles. They are correct, no? They are alternate interior angles. Clear, no, dear children? angle OAL and angle OBY are alternate interior angles and they are equal. And they are equal. Above only I have told, no? You can name it as 1 and they are equal from 1. Like that also you can give logic. They are equal from equation number 1. Clear, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, like this, I mean, theorem is like it is giving all dialogues, okay, all dialogue delivery and no dialogue should miss here. Then afterwards, what you can say? Therefore, Lx is parallel to My or L is parallel to M is also fine, no issue. Therefore, Lx is parallel to My. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So,
Yes,
if such question come, will you do it, dear children, by drawing the diagram and all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, you should be able to do these kind of things also. Okay. Shall I go to next question?
Yes, sir.
Next, there is one more theorem. That theorem is like this. Okay. That theorem says, write down this theorem, all of you. The theorem says, lengths of tangents from an external point to a circle. Lengths of tangents from an external point to a circle are equal. Very simple. Lengths of tangents from an external point. Please remember the statement. Lengths of tangents from an external point to a circle are equal. So that's like this is a circle, no? So this is the center O, right? Now there is one external point P here. Now if you draw PA, and if you draw PB, only 2 tangents we can draw. So they are saying if PA is equal to 6 centimeter, then what will be the length of PB? PB is also 6 centimeter. That's what they are saying. Right, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Correct, no? So did you understand the statement? Lengths of tangents from an external point to a circle are equal. Okay? Lengths of tangent. These are the lengths of tangent PA and PB. Okay, these are the lengths of the tangent PA and PB. Okay, from an external point to a circle, to the same circle. Okay, that is known. To the same circle are equal. PA and PB are equal. That's what. And we need to prove this. Shall we start the proof?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let us look at this proof. This is a very simple proof is there. Okay. First of all, I'm going to draw the diagram once again because here, I mean, this is like extra data. Extra data is in just to make you understand. I have given this. Okay, we have to draw the diagram. First of all, diagram is must. So this is like what is this? This is a circle with center O, and here is the point P, external point, and here is PA is a tangent, and we have one more tangent, and here is a tangent. I mean, write it neatly with the scale and all. So now write PB. Okay. So now what is given here? O means what, dear children? You have to write all the things. O is center of circle.
Circle.
P means what? External point. Correct? External point. Now we have to prove. To prove what you are supposed to prove? You are supposed to prove. Now tell me. PA is equal to PB. That's what you are supposed to prove, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in every theorem proof, no, first thing is like diagram is compulsory. After drawing the given diagram, you have to write given data. Then after that, what you are supposed to prove. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now after that, you have to do some construction here. To prove what you have to do, you have to do some construction. So what is that construction? Let us see that. Okay, that construction is like this, dear children. That construction is from this point O is there, now you join OA and you join OB. This is a construction. Join OA and OB. This is a construction, dear children. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you have to join OA and OB. So you have to join them. Whatever construction is that you have to do it with dotted lines. Okay. So what you have to do? First construction is join OA. Next, second construction is join OB, or you can write it in one only. Join OA and OB. Clear, dear children? This is the construction. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, afterwards, you are going to join this OP also. One more construction is there. I forgot that. So OP, O to P. Okay, write that also. Join OA and OB, and second construction is like join OP also. Join OP. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let us see at the proof. This total thing itself is proof, but this is all diagram, given data to prove and construction. Now the main proof. Now can you see that there are two triangles? They are like OAP and OBP.
Yes, sir.
Can you see two triangles OAP and OBP? In triangle OAP, this angle is like a 90 degree, no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So this angle is 90. This angle, whatever it is there, this is 90 degree, no? And similarly, this is also 90 degree, no?
Yes, sir.
Why? OAP is equal to OBP is equal to 90 degree, and they're equal to each other. Why they're equal to each other? Because radius is perpendicular to the tangent. That's why 90, and they're equal to each other. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is a right angle. Now OP means what? Don't you think it is a common side between this triangle OAP and OBP? This OP is common.
Yes, sir.
This
Yes,
OP
sir.
is common, as well as this is hypotenuse. No, opposite to this 90 degree means it is a hypotenuse. No, opposite to 90 degree means it is hypotenuse or not. OP is a hypotenuse. It is a common side as well as it is hypotenuse or not. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
For this triangle OAP and OBP, OP is the hypotenuse. Now, how about OA and OB? OA and OB are same, no? Because they are the radii of same circle, no?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
that's why, can I say by using this R, and this is H is hypotenuse, and this is OA is H. Yes. By RHS criteria, can I say triangle OAP is congruent to triangle OBP? In 9th standard, we studied about RHS, no?
Yes.
Yes or no? Do you remember about congruent triangles? We use SAS, SSS, ASA, AAS, and RHS also. Do you remember or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes
Yes,
or
sir.
no? Okay, I hope you guys are remembering that. So that's why what I will do now, I will consider in triangle OAP and OBP. In triangle OAP and triangle OBP, what I will say? I will say that directly I will say angle A is equal to angle B is equal to 90 degree. No need to say OAP and OBP also. Just I will say A is equal to B is equal to 90 degree. Then I will give the reason here. At the bottom I am giving reason because more space is not there. If space is there for you guys, means you can give the reason on there only. So what is the reason I am going to give? Because OA is perpendicular to PA and OB is perpendicular to PB. Can I give reason like this?
Yes, sir.
And this one will become right angle. So this is like R, right angle. Then afterwards, I'm going to say that OP is equal to OP. After writing this, I'll write OP is equal to OP. Why? Why OP equal to OP? Because it is the common hypotenuse, or you can say common side also. Common side you can just say, but it is a hypotenuse also, no? OP and OP. Look into the diagram and do it. Now, can I say that OA is equal to OB? OA equal to OB. Why? Because they are the radii of same circle, and radii of same circle are equal. Correct? Yes or no? Radii of same circle are equal. You can write R equal, or already you have made them equal. No need to write R equal also. And this becomes yes. Therefore, by RHS congruency, by RHS congruency, what I am going to say? I am going to say triangle OAP is congruent to triangle OBP, right?
Yes, sir.
OAP is congruent to OBP. OAP is congruent to OBP. Then after that, can I say PA equal to PB?
Yes,
Why?
sir.
Because they are the corresponding parts of congruent triangles, and corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Right, dear children?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So after this, I'm going to write this. What is that? That is PA is equal to PB. Why? Because corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. So PA equal to PB. This is what we wanted to prove, no? So to prove, where is the to prove? To prove is here. PA equal to PB, and hence we proved it. Clear, dear children?
Yes, sir.
I hope everybody got this theorem. Very simple, right? Very simple theorem, no, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, everybody wrote this, I think. Now, the concepts of circle are over. Only these are the only two concepts in circle. Now, you have to solve exercise questions. Will you try them, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You have to try them. And once you try them, you'll get the answers. And if you're not, I mean, in the next class, whenever mathematics class will be taken, all those things will be explained to you. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. All right, dear children. Thank you very much for joining the class and have a good day. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Bye,
you,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. Bye. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye everyone.